for them, 100%. So we got our game plan prepared for that. So that means a lot for guys on the team like that to break. The school record. So we're gonna get it for them.
Obviously, so Charleston, they said they got a plan in place for you, a game plan to get you. I think you get 2 records, right? If you have a really good game.
Well, more than that, So we have goals, and I got personal goals. So just come Saturday, put it out there, and however many records it is, I'm gonna come for it.
Is it weird that like a year ago you were at a different program, and now here you are setting like all-time records at a historic school? Like, it's probably gotten pretty fast all this year.
Most definitely went fast, but just transitioning, making my home here, know what I did in fall, spring and summer. Just a lot of hard work, and just put it on there on Saturday, put it on tape. So yeah.
Feels like it kind of happened fast in the middle of the season too. Like, I don't know, was there a point where it kind of clicked for you, and it seemed like at some point you were just getting 100 yards every week?
Mental thing, and going into the weight room with feed to get my body right, and then transitioning into the classroom with Coach Likens. It is what it is. The tape speaks for itself, but a lot of thanks to the guy upstairs, Coach Likens, and thank you for the man, God.
Where do you think you've developed most since being here at Miami? Because I think you would agree you're a different receiver than you were maybe even at Oklahoma.
Just preparing different for this season. Coming in, a lot of questions. Oh, this guy, but knowing what I wanted to do and be better in the weight room side and in the film with Coach Likens. So
is that like contested catch type stuff you're speaking to, or what phase of your game do you feel like you've really kind of taken a jump here this year?
Details, just looking at all the details, and once again with Coach Likens, looking at all the details, looking the ball in, and not trying to give too many tricks to receivers out there, but yeah, a lot of positivity.
Okay.
So yeah, looking the ball in, contested catches, and catching the ball, field.
You were part of senior day on Saturday. Have you thought about your future? Obviously, you could choose to go to the NFL this year if you wanted.
Obviously, so you know what it is. History be made, and we're going from there after Saturday.
Have you thought about the bowl game? Obviously, a lot of guys opt out.
Obviously,
same thing.
History be made. We'll see Saturday.
Charleston, I remember talking to you in August about this time. You pretty confident going into this year that you would have kind of a good year. What kind of gave you that confidence? What were you seeing? Or maybe it was back in summer that led you to believe you could have a really impactful season here.
Just knowing what type of coach I had upstairs with Lashley and offense he runs, I know I can just exploit things on a DB. Whatever he give me, I'm taking it. So, I'm a dominated dude in front of me, and his offense is set for a guy like me to come in and contribute like that. So, and being out there with Tyler and King and Risk, all that, just making plays on Green Tree, and just knowing we're going to do this on Saturday. So, details, like I said earlier, and that's pretty much.
You've been able to have this combination of being able to beat people deep, but also, like you said, take what's in front of you. We saw that in the spring game even, just you're able to take those 10 to 15 yarders. Just how key is that for you, your game as a receiver, how important it is that you like to play like that, to be able to get different kinds of receptions? Just
show my coordinator, whoever it will be in the future or now, that I can beat you deep or low. So it's there. I'm the receiver you want. So I'm going to beat you deep, short, this way, that way. So it is what it is.
When you line up against a cornerback, doesn't matter who it is, are you confident you can run by him?
Most definitely, always.
Obviously, Mike's graduating after this year. You guys lose a couple offensive linemen. We don't know what your future is. Just what gives you confidence that this offense can be good, can carry over what you guys have done now into next season and beyond?
Obviously, Tyler. When I got here, I told him, yeah, you're a deep ball. Yeah, that's your ball. And he was like, yeah, that's my favorite ball. I'm like, oh, yeah. You're throwing the money every time in the bucket, every time. And I couldn't believe he threw me 6 goals. I'm like, same spot. Like, Tyler, yeah. And later on in the season, time comes, he's starting. And we're connecting. So, Tyler, man, we got a quarterback, Rooster in the backfield, OL, defense getting there, obviously it's a team to beat.
Well, Mike, you got a little record coming up here. what would it mean to you if you are able to get that record?
It means a lot. Just knowing what I've been through here at this university, a lot of perseverance. I had to show a lot of guys, just never give up. You never know. Just have faith in God. You never know what God will take.
Rich Lashley yesterday was talking about, last year obviously you were the guy, and then, Charleston comes in this year, and he's obviously, leading the team in most of the receiving categories. But he was really kind of praising you for your willingness to, kind of just be part of the team. And just how much do you, kind of, when you talk about the perseverance you've been through, just how much of that do you kind of want people to remember about you?
Charleston Rambo came in, and he's been dominating, and I'm so happy for him. He deserved it. Just knowing what he's been through, his perseverance as well at Oklahoma, and just coming to University of Miami, taking over. No selfishness in my blood, no selfishness at all. I'm just happy that he's helping the team win. Just me personally, just trusting my process. I'm still trusting the process on my 5th year here, so I just been rolling with the punches and just kept going, having that sharp mentality.
You've also got 2 other young slot guys who obviously have emerged this year with X and now Burchard too. Just they're going to be the guys next year. Just how much do you want to kind of leave a example for them?
I'm just showing them guys, doing all the little things right, showing them the right way to practice, even just competing. And when things don't go right, just don't go in your shell, don't be selfish, and just keep going. So I'm just, being a positive impact on them guys, college career here while I'm here.
You've played in a lot of different styles of offense here. Moving forward, do you feel like this style
Fits me?
Fits you, fits the program in general, like in terms of recruiting and all, just moving forward?
Yeah, every receiver want to run and catch the ball. So I feel like this offense is great for this program. And just knowing, the type of guys that we recruit here, the fast guys or guys from Texas, that reminds you of Rambo. It's probably the best playbook I've been in, and fits me perfectly.
Do you think that's a big reason why those young guys came last year from what you
100%.
think?
100%. Just catching 50-50 balls, deep routes, intermediate routes, and just getting the ball in space and playmakers and making plays. For sure.
What have you seen with Burchard, his emergence over the last, obviously the first couple of weeks it was just jet sweeps and stuff for him. The last couple of weeks he's caught a couple balls, and then obviously the bomb last week. Just what have you kind of seen him grow?
Electric, man. He reminded me of like a younger Reggie Bush, a younger Jeff Thomas. Just get the ball in his hand and he make things happen. With Rashad, just tell him to trust the process, And he's the type of guy that just keep a smile on his face and just keep going. So that's what I love about him. Everything he's working for, he's going to get. He's going to deserve everything he gets.
Mike, with the record, I'm sure going into the year you probably thought it was within reach. But was there a point during this season where you felt like maybe it's not going to happen just because the numbers weren't there for you early on? Was there?
Nah, never in doubt. That's like giving up on myself. I was just like, just keep pushing, just keep going. Keeping God first. And I know Coach Lashley and Coach Likens, they believe in me. I had a couple talks with him like, I got to get that record, so let's make something happen. So, no, never in doubt. I never gave up.
Tyler's confidence, we've seen it grow, right, since he's taken over the starting job. And just from the inside, do you marvel at the way he is growing in that regard in this position?
Yeah, yes, sir. His confidence gave a lot of his confidence. Believe it or not, I'm talking about from older guys to even younger guys. Just watching Tyler come out there, competing, throwing over 300 yards, 2-3 touchdowns a game, man. I'm very proud of him, and he deserves all that. I see him, just waiting his turn. Just been working hard ever since. He's a humble, laid-back type of dude. So he got his chance. That's a person, the definition of take advantage of opportunities.
Did you honestly see this coming?
Yeah, because he was starting quarterback in spring last year.
Right.
So just like QB1 when we were going out there. So I was used to it. I knew what was going to happen. So I wasn't shocked. I was surprised.
Is there
any-
I wanted to ask the 2019 game at Duke, the way you guys ended that year. You go up there and you expected to win and you didn't. Is that in your mind with this one, just a kind of reminder that
100%.
it could happen?
100%. A lot of guys take Duke lightly. You don't take a team lightly that don't have nothing to lose. So we just got to go out there and execute and play our games and just dominate. Just don't have teams like that linger around and stay in the game. So we just got to execute and start fast on offense standpoint and defense, just tackle and make plays and just lead Duke victorious.
But Tyler, it seems like everyone says it's not surprising, but is there anything specific that he's doing that is surprising? Like, we know he's got a big arm, he can make those throws, but is there anything he's doing on a week-to-week basis, like plays he's making that maybe he wasn't making 3 months ago or whatever?
Tyler's just doing what he do. He's doing the same thing he was doing in high school. That's why they recruited him there. He just, like I said, confidence. His confidence is off the roof right now. So that's why he's performing the way he's performing.
Thank you, Mike.